Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a look with the Bretman Rock palette. I'm actually supposed to be doing other things like cleaning right now as primarily my vanity, but I saw this Bretman Rock palette a few weeks ago and I bought it and I was like, I have to use it. I was like, these colors are really nice. It's not something I have. So, and it was really cheap. It's $14.99. It's with Wet n Wild, so he collabed with them. And it's really cute. So I was like, I feel like I need to try this. So right now I'm just priming. I've already done the rest of my face other than like my lips. So, anyway, you know, things are like, I don't know, things are so crazy right now, you guys. Like, I've been off for a couple weeks, like, not even like for really a good reason other than just when I've been tired and didn't feel like videoing, and especially because the thing I need to do is clean my vanity, and you can see I'm obviously still not working on that. I'm completely doing anything else except that. So I've been doing, like, every time I sit down to do my vanity, I'll like be like, oh my gosh, I should do this makeup look, or I should try something, and next thing I know, I've wrapped myself up for hours doing with makeup. So I don't know if anyone else has that problem when you're trying to clean, like you get distracted, but here I am. So I figured I would just film this for you guys this week because I'm like, I want to do this makeup palette really bad, and I've been like just sitting on it, so I'm like, let's do this. So this is what it looks like. It's super cute packaging. It's like kind of Hawaii theme. These are some of the colors. Let me open it up. I did already peep at it and I did stick my fingers in it, so in case you're wondering why it looks like it's been through something, that's why. So I pre-swatched it a little bit, and this isn't gonna be like, oh shoot, okay, I'll be back. This isn't gonna be like a super heavy duty review or anything, so like obviously look at a real review channel for that, but more just me wanting to do a look with it because I'm like, it's so pretty. Okay, so watch. Slow-mo. Like, this color is drawing my name. Big Peacock Energy. I can't with these names. Venomous and then Anaconda. Like, I feel like this little trio of greens right here is really calling my name. I also like Deeper as well, but I don't know. I feel like maybe doing a green moment just because the Big Peacock Energy one is really calling my name. Again, it's like a really shimmery, like emerald green. So, I mean, it's just so freaking cute. So let me pull up the palette again because I'm kind of zoomed in here. But like, so I think I'm going to work with these three colors here. Maybe a little bit of this color in like a crease or something. But I mean, all the other colors are really nice too. But I feel like this would be a whole moment here. Like any of these colors would be good for other looks, you know? I mean, you could do probably other looks too, but I mean, just from what I'm looking at and like me not being a makeup artist. So anyway, I already primed my lids. I just dropped something on the floor. As always, this is why I need to clean my vanity so badly, because it's like literally there's like, I'll show you guys a video. There's so much crap on my vanity right now. And like, you guys have the better looking version because I took all the makeup I needed to do for the video and put it in the Bretman Rock bag that I got for free from the Jungle Rock bag. So I was like, I'll put all my stuff in there, that way I can't lose it while I'm doing the video. Oh, I also did get his mascara as well. It's Bad Bitch Lift. So I was like, oh, this is cute, like cute design, and like, I don't know, I kind of needed a new mascara. Mine are getting like older and getting a little crusty, so I was like, why not treat myself, you know? I'll have to put up the prices on the screen. I think the palette was like $14.99, and then this maybe was like $4.99 or $5.99. So I mean, it wasn't a big splurge, but at the same time was like, you know, as I said, treat myself. So, because I'm a girl on a budget. So anyway, got my lids primed. So I think what I'm going to do first is go in, what am I going to do? What am I going to go in first? Should I put down a transition shade? I mean, that would probably be a logical thing to do, but I don't know. I don't feel like being logical today. As I said, not a makeup artist, just do whatever I want on this channel. Maybe I will like start on the end and work in. I've done looks like that, so I don't know. I'm using like a really flat like packer type brush. This is like literally my favorite brush to use of all time. I use this for literally everything. I don't even know why I have other brushes, to be honest. Like this one works so well for getting colors and stuff. So I'm digging into deeper right now. I'm going to try to put that in on the like outer corner. I'm going to work out to in, and it's like a dark blue shimmery shade. So that's what it looks like. It is like throwing a lot of stuff in the pan, as they say, but like I don't know, if you're not bothered by that, then don't worry about it. Ooh, okay, well, I don't know if I didn't pick up very much or it's not. I feel like I've had this problem too, where like if I do anything, like I try to do a swatch with my hand, I feel like it pats it down too much and then it's hard to pick back up. Oh, I have an eyelash. Or a brow hair, I'm not sure which. I was messing with my brows earlier. So I'm trying to like apply more color here, but I don't feel like it's really like picking up that much. Like I don't feel like it's as dark as it should be. But I'm like, you know, not really an expert at makeup, so I mean, I don't know how much is that to me and how much is like the product itself. And I'm not in here to bash this product. I'm just giving you like real feedback as I'm doing it, you know. Okay, well it's filling in okay. I think it's probably buildable. Oh my gosh, are you guys freaking out about all this stuff going on right now? I'm like trying not to freak out, but it's like the news gets you so hyped. Like, oh my god, we're all gonna die. And it's like, aren't most of the people dying like older? Like, I'm sure there's some people that are younger that maybe have are immunocompromised or, you know, something like that. But I mean, is it common for like the 30-year-olds to die? I don't know, you know what I mean? But I don't know. The news just gets you worrying. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna freaking die tomorrow. And then, I don't know if you guys have been looking at the prices for like flights and stuff, has been insane. Like, so dirt cheap. Oh, I suck with this hand. Like, it has been so dirt cheap, and I really wanted to go to Vegas for my birthday. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. I literally looked it up. Last night it was $131 for hotel and flight for a full weekend. I was like, that is insane. $131 a person. Like, I've never even seen that in my life. So I was super excited. I like literally am texting everybody like, we gotta go to Vegas. I don't care. Just bring a hazmat suit. Let's just go, you know? Well, little do I know that I go online and I'm like, I should probably check into like what's closed down, because I mean, schools here have closed down, and like, you know, just to double check before I buy anything. Sure enough, a bunch of stuff is closed there. Like, literally nothing's open. So it's like, what's the point of even going there? There's nothing to do now. I mean, just hang out at your hotel. I mean, you could probably still walk the strip. But I mean, as far as like restaurants, a lot of the businesses, all that stuff's closed. It's so lame. I mean, like, I get why it's closing. Don't come at me about it. Like, I work in healthcare, but I mean, I don't know. It's just really deceptive, because you're like, wow, it's so cheap. That's so amazing. And then you get all excited and then you're like, okay, boo. I can't do anything with that anyway. What a waste of my time to look that up. So that's fun. So my birthday's probably going to be like quarantine birthday. Love that. So I'm excited. You know, just been prepping my whole life for a quarantine birthday. So that's great. I would think I put in the time off. I haven't gotten approved yet, but I'm sure it would be. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm not doing anything now. So lame. But maybe I'll just take the day off and be like, I just need a moment alone at home. I don't know. Or just to not do anything at home. Maybe that's what I'll do. Anyway, so not the best birthday ever. I don't know, just a lot of thoughts have been going through my mind. It's all like, it's all selfish, like it's all first world problem-ish, so I'll like first off admit to that. Like, I mean, as far as like my husband's trying to start his business now, and then I'm like, there's this whole thing about like people not gathering in large groups, and what is a wedding except a large group of people gathered together? So it's like people that were gonna get married this year, that's not probably gonna happen, you know? So it's like, what the heck? Like, how would you start a wedding more based business, you know? Like, this was supposed to be the year. Sorry if this is looking crazy. I mean, I'm just going for it. I'm literally applying at least 4 colors here. But I'm just having a moment. And I'm not leaving the house, so hopefully it won't be too embarrassing. But, I don't know. I was like, of course, like, the year that we would like be like, you know, we're gonna venture out and start a business would be the year when stuff is going down. Like, no one wants to be in public. People probably don't want to spend money because they're probably gonna be like, am I even gonna be able to work? It's just such a freaking disaster out there. And like, my work is being like, you know, I mean, they're obviously being precautious because of the fact that we see people, a lot of people regularly, and sometimes they are sick, and we're like, hey, don't do that anymore. Like, don't come in here sick because you're gonna kill us. So that's something. But then it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just griping to gripe. I'm sure everyone's griping to gripe. And the whole thing about going out and getting supplies, they're like, okay, you should have 2 weeks of things stocked up or whatever, like some canned foods or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go do that tonight. And I went to Winco, and literally everything was gone. It's like literal apocalypse time, you guys. Like, it's insanity. I went in there and like everything was gone. Some stuff was weird that was gone. That's the other thing too. Like, a bunch of cheese was gone, and I was like, guys, like, cheese goes bad. Like, I don't know if you guys know that. Like, but like, canned food makes sense that it would go, you know, that would go away, because like, obviously you want non-perishable foods. But cheese, I mean, you can freeze it, but it's not great frozen. And then on top of that, like, what if we have no power? Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, meat, people are stocking up crazy town on meats. That was one of the things that shocked me the most. I was just expecting it to be like TP and like Lysol wipes. I was like, what the heck? There's no meats? Like, all the meats are gone. I've never seen a store so empty. It was weird. And I've gone through like hurricanes and stuff like that, excuse me, on the East Coast, and like, you know, it would be like a bottled water shortage or something. But it was never like this. It's just crazy. I don't know. I mean, I get people are trying to be prepared. I'm trying to look at like the one end of it. It's like, yeah, everybody like doesn't know what to expect, so they're trying to be prepared. But at the same time, like, it's cuckoo cuckoo out there. Like, people will literally kill you over some TP. It's like psychotic. I don't know if this looks coming out or not. I'm just literally putting on stuff and hoping for the best. I don't know if this one's gonna appear that much. It's a really light green. The dark green, I could pat it in. It was kind of going in. The dark green is called Venomous, by the way, and then the outer corners is called Deeper. That's that dark blue. Right now I'm going into Anaconda. Literally spelled that way. Not me making that up. I'm trying to like pat this in. Anyway. I mean, I guess it's good that somewhat I'm like antisocial, not like on purpose, but I mean, like really introverted. So I guess maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'll be able to survive better than other people, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like just weird things that come to mind. Like, what is going on? Like, what is 2020? Anyone else having these thoughts? Like, what is 2020? What is this year? This should be a good year, but instead it's crazy town. And I feel like I just heard too, like, I don't know how legit this is. I have to look into it to like, you know, confirm, because you have to do that nowadays. But I feel like they were saying that elective surgeries are another thing that, like, they're telling people to cancel them. And I'm not sure if it's just at the hospital, but then that would include, like, our cataract surgeries and things, because those are technically elective surgeries. So I'm just like, is everyone going to have to cancel? Because then that's really nuts, too, to think about. Like, all these people that are, like, been waiting to get cataract surgery, and then they're going to have to cancel. Ugh. And all the packets of surgical paperwork I've prepared to find out they're not even getting surgery. What a joke. Like, thinking about that makes me cringe. I mean, like, I'm sure the patients are cringing too, but at the same time, I'm like, it's so much paperwork to redo. But I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what kind of times we live in. And then at work, you know, I do the inventory and I'm like trying to get stuff, and it's insanity. It's like, you can't find a surgical mask to save your life. You can't find wipes to save your life. I'm like, we need these things to operate. Like, what the heck are we supposed to do? So we've, like, at one point we were dousing things in like 90% alcohol. We're just like, douse everything, douse the patient. No, not literally, but you know what I mean? Like, douse everything that comes in the building. Like, we can't trust anything. Which might end up happening again if we can't get a hold of wipes. But, and then talk about people with dry hands, like using those, I mean, I use gloves with the wipes, but like the fact that you're washing your hands so much, like so much more than I used to, not saying I was gross and I didn't wash my hands, but I'm just saying like I feel like anytime I touch anything, I'm like, I should wash my hands. Hand sanitizer. Like, you know, because you got paranoid now. And then I'm like, what the heck? Like, my hands are literally just dust. They're just made of dust now. Not a little drop of moisture in them. I don't know. This is a complaining vlog. I'm sorry. Just things that are happening. Other things that would be nice, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I had a job that I could, like, work from home at? Like, people are like, I just work from home. That must be nice. What's that like? Because, like, I can't bring my patients to my house, you know? So it's like, I don't have that option, but that'd be really cool, right? In a time like this. Remember that time I worked at a desk job? Wouldn't that be more convenient right now? Oh my gosh. What a mess. This has shed all over my face. I am really regretting the fact that I did foundation first. So maybe that should be the moral to this story. If you are going to do an eyeshadow look with this palette, just know that it's going to be on your face. You're going to be blue. I should probably wait to clean this up until I'm like fully done, but I'm just kind of like ruffling the edges a little bit, so to speak. I'm going to eventually put the big peacock energy in here, but I'm trying to just like, I don't know, blend it a little bit. And I feel like I need another shade over the top. Is that crazy? There's already a lot going on here, but what if I added a little bit more? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to try to get some more of this blue. Like, I'm trying to get this blue out of the pan, and I feel like this always happens to me with Wet n Wild stuff. If I put my finger in here to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put in here and do a swatch. I don't know if it's like my hand or what, but every single time it smashes it down in the pan to the point where I can't get the product back up again. So I'm like, literally have to scratch it and then kind of make it rough again. I don't know. It could just be the certain colors. I don't know if that's the issue. It's applying really well right now after I scratched it, though. See how, like, pigmented that is? I feel like this is getting insane looking. I mean, luckily I'm only at home. It's like, is it at night before I go to work the next day? Yeah. Am I going anywhere? No. Should I have been cleaning on this vanity area? Yes. But this is what I'm doing instead. This is what adulting looks like, I guess. Just being like, yeah, I should be doing this, but instead I'm doing something else. I decided to completely change plans. Okay, I don't know if I'm in love with this or I look crazy. I feel like maybe it'll be better once I clean this up a little bit and then I put more of the shimmer in the center. I mean, I really like this. Like, now that I scratched that blue a little bit, like, I'll show you the pan. This is kind of a messy pan, but you see how I scratched into it? It, like, is working a lot better. So I feel like that's all it needed, really. That's another reason I hate doing swatches on Wet n Wild products, and I don't know if it's all of them or just some of them, but, like, I'll put my finger in them and be like, oh, wow, that's so cool, and then, like, literally I can't get it out of the pan again. Ugh. These are all first world problems. I don't know, I feel bad complaining, but I don't know, that's what we're here for. We're just a complanatory channel, so if you're not into that, then I don't know what you're doing here. But anyway, and hopefully I'll get my organization content up because my vanity desperately needs to be organized. Okay. This is like... I'm just kind of rolling over this carefully. Ugh. Anyway. I don't know. I wasn't trying to make this whole video about like coronavirus. I don't know. I guess it's just something that's on my mind, and I'm sure it's on a lot of other people's mind too. Like, how could it not be? There's just so much news about it. Like, insane amount of news. And like, literally when I was hearing about all this toilet paper shortage thing, I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh my god, it's probably just some stores. Like, some stores have this problem. No, it's a real toilet paper shortage. What is happening? Did people think like they're gonna have like a diarrhea problem? I mean, I guess you want some, but like, you know, if you were in quarantine. But it's like, why do you need 100 rolls of toilet paper? How many people are at your house? Who's taking all these diarrheas? You know what I mean? Like, real problems. Like, did you not have to, were you in the negative for toilet paper originally? I don't know. Real thoughts that come to mind here. Okay, I hope that this doesn't look kooky. But I'm gonna put that green color on top. And see, I have a sniffle too. It's like, and then you're scared to go out in public because you're like, people are gonna freaking knock me down because I have a sniffle. It's like I have a perpetual sniffle my whole life. Like, my eye waters and then it drains out of my nose. Next thing I know, I'm sniffling. It's not illness. It's just a sniffle that is like every day I have a sniffle. You gotta try to disguise your sniffles. And then too, has anyone else been paranoid about touching their face too? As I'm touching my face, everybody's like, don't touch your face. And I was like, all I do all day is touch my face, apparently. Like, every time I'm like, I can't help it. My face is itchy, you know, I have rosacea. That's like asking for trouble. Your skin's just irritated constantly. Ooh, boy, this is looking so pretty. Oh my gosh, okay. I feel like this is really, oh my gosh. This is really sealing this look together, I feel like. OMG. This is like Las Vegas showgirl makeup in my house, just for no reason. Just other than just being extra and being here. But I live for this color, like this dark emerald, like, this emerald shimmer. Get out of here. What the what? The amount of fallout that is coming out right, I mean, some before I clean all this up, look at my face, y'all. Like, so much green on it. Like, the amount of cleanup I have to do. So, highly recommend don't do your face makeup first. That was an error. Okay, so I'll be back once I clean all this up. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry I'm so zoomed in. I didn't think it was that much. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay, there we go. You know, I got done cleaning this up. That took a really long time, especially considering that for some reason I decided I wasn't gonna, well, I shouldn't say for some reason. I decided I wasn't gonna do makeup wipes anymore because of the fact that, you know, it's a disposable product, it's better for the environment, yada yada yada. So I'm kind of regretting the decision right now because the makeup wipe would have been like boop, 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 and it would have been done. But instead I'm over here with, like, you know, trying to get it off, and it took a while. And then I smeared green all over my face, so this whole area is new. So that's cool. Took my highlight off already, so fun. Have to put that back on. But anyway, we're back, we're with it, so I'll add my highlighter right now. I did think about, like, I added this, like, whitish purple highlight in, and I really like it, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do that on my face. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow, and it's called Caught in Your Web. It was, like, during their Halloween stuff. Where's my highlighting brush? Here it is. Anyway, so this is a Wet n Wild highlighting brush. I really like Wet n Wild's products for the most part, even though I gripe about, you know, like I was griping earlier that I had to scratch it. I mean, for the price, I'm willing to do that. I mean, their highlighters are always pretty dang good, though. I mean, like this one, you can tell I kind of scratched at it a little bit because I was, like, trying to get the most pigment on. Oh my gosh. I'm attacking. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I was acting crazy. Anyway. I think, I don't know, I keep hearing new stuff about the state of Washington, and I'm like, am I even going to work tomorrow? What's happening? Because apparently you're not supposed to have less than 50 people in a building, but, like, with our patients plus us, that's got to be more than 50 people. So I don't know what the stats on that is. But here I am. No one's called me yet to say don't come in. You know, here I am. So that's where that is. And then apparently all the restaurants and bars are closed. So good thing I went out to get groceries. And then I'm picking up some more groceries tomorrow. Apparently it's not grocery stores. It's just, like, if you're gonna go to a restaurant, there's no way you're gonna sit down and eat. It's, like, only takeout. Which I guess isn't horrible. But I mean, it's still more things developing. It's like a constant news cycle update. But, you know, here I am. Anyway, we're back to the review. So I'm doing that Wet n Wild, the Bretman Rock Bad Bitch Lift mascara. So this is the wand. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in for that. So I'm gonna move my mirror over so I can see, and you can see too. All right. Looking pretty nice so far. Oh, and then off camera, because I was cleaning up and then I was like, what is this look missing? And I felt like it was missing liner. So I went back in with the blue, which is deeper. Anacon does here. Oh, what's this one called? I forgot. Shoot, what's that one called? Venomous. Excuse me. That one's Venomous. So it's like light green, dark green, and then the blue. I feel like I went really crazy with this, the green shimmer, so I didn't really want to put more green shimmer down there, but I mean, this is looking pretty good so far. And it's kind of nice because my mascara from Wet n Wild that I was using wasn't bad, but it was, like, getting kind of dried out, you know, so it was, like, time to replace it. Like, figured why not? Try a new product out. Ooh, it's so cute. If I had a lash on right now, this would be way cuter, but I don't know if I'm into that much effort tonight. Oh gosh, of course. Just dabbed a bunch right on my eye. Wow. I swear, every time. This is what happens when you're not a makeup guru. I don't even know if you're a makeup guru, does this happen to you too? You just do goofy stuff, especially on camera. I definitely should do a nude because I feel like this is a lot. This is a lot happening on one person's face. And I'm gonna use the Never Nude. Thoughts on this palette since we're kind of going back and forth today. The mascara, by the way, that was really good actually. I feel like I did get some really good lift with that. The eyeshadow is actually very pigmented, but like I said, with a lot of the cheaper you know, like palettes and things, like especially with Wet n Wild, like no offense Wet n Wild, you guys' stuff is bomb. It is very pigmented, but it does have a lot of fallout, so keep that in mind. And then if you're going to be doing anything with them, just keep that in mind, and probably like this type of look, just do all of that first. Like don't even bother doing your face, because my face was so jacked up looking afterward, and that was even with me doing a tap on the table here to try to like do that beforehand, and I still ended up looking like completely green and blue everywhere. So just as long as you keep that in mind, then it's a pretty great palette. I mean, I feel like the pigmentation's actually really good, like probably better than some of my other Wet n Wild palettes. Like I said, look at like how much fallout there is in just like that section like that I was using, like, you know, but it is what it is. Like I feel like it's a pretty good palette for that price. I mean, you're getting, let's see here, you are getting 15 colors for under $15, like by a penny. That's a pretty slamming deal. So as far as palettes go, and I feel like you could do a lot of looks with it, and like this green in particular is one that I don't have, so I was really quite drawn to it, because there are some greens in the James Charles palette, but they're not as like, I don't feel like it's as deep as this one. It's kind of like a yellowy green as far as the shimmer goes. Not that I don't like it, but it's like I feel like this one was like more of a peacocky vibe, and it's got a little more element to it, and I feel like you could do a lot of cool looks with it. So that's why I was really drawn to it. And here I am, I bought it. And I feel like it was nice too that they did give you like a pretty, like this jungle rock bag that came with my set. Well, I didn't buy it as a set, I bought them as two separate things, but they gave it to me. And I mean, it's a pretty decent size bag. It holds a lot of stuff. It's like pretty good quality feeling. So I feel like that was definitely an extra bonus that I wasn't planning on paying for, but you know, hey, I'll take it. So that's cool. But yeah, so that's my video for this week. Sorry it's kind of rambly and weird. It's just, I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts. Like I'm sure everyone does, like a lot of thoughts about all this coronavirus stuff, and it's like, you know, you talk to your spouse, you like talk to your friends, you're like, I just don't know what to do. Like what like everything is changing so rapidly, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you just have to like be rapidly changing with it, and you know, just accept that. Everyone be safe out there, and you know, I guess it's good that we're all self-quarantining. I guess it's good that we're getting ahead of it versus like being way down the line and being like, okay, we probably should stay home. Like now that everyone's dying, we should probably not go out anymore. You know, it's a little disappointing, like when you like have plans for 2020 and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have all these plans, and then you're like, okay, well, we're stuck in the house. But I guess maybe we'll save money by staying in the house and not going anywhere. I'm looking at the positives here. You'll get more family time because kids won't be in school. I don't know how people feel about that, but you'll be with them whether you want to or not. I don't know, maybe it'll like make everybody a little more homebody-ish, but in a good way. I don't know. So that's my 2 cents for this week. I know it's kind of rambly and crazy. It's just because literally I don't know what's going on, just like everyone else. Like I literally don't know what's going on. But I felt like playing in makeup made me feel a little bit better, and hopefully this look made everyone else feel a little better, and maybe you can get some inspiration or like figure out if you even want to buy this palette. You know, or get your take on it. So, or maybe you're about to buy it and you're like, hey, should I? And then, you know, you can see someone put it on and see how the application goes. So, I mean, I like to do that before I buy stuff too. So, hopefully this gave you a little inspo for maybe a look, or if nothing else, like whether you want to buy the palette or not. So, I'm gonna shut up now and leave, but hopefully I will have my vanity cleaning video for you done soon. That way I don't keep talking about it, and now that I have makeup on, maybe I'll actually complete it. Okay, so bye you guys.